Yo, fuck a judge, fuck a bitch. Yo, y'all know the instrumental, y'all know Chief Keef for real. Shit. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the No Signal podcast. This is episode 40, not even 40, 43, 40 some, yo. I already got a couple 43, episode 43. I had to check my notes real quick. What's good, everybody? How's everybody been? Cheers. Got a little lemonade this time. Last episode had my cousin on. That was a good episode. I ain't gonna lie. That was a fun one. Because I was like more like, talkative and, I wasn't really like pausing how I usually do when I'm by myself. Because I take like a pause and I'm just like thinking of like the next shit to talk about. But nah, it was like real smooth. That shit just flowed right smoothly and shit. It flowed just right and shit, We got a couple things to get into. Not a couple things, but just like a handful of things that I've been thinking about and shit, Let me get a swig of my shit real quick. Lemonade. That's that good lemonade. Last week I was drinking the Henny and Coke, Hey, I think I need to chill on the Henny. That shit's killing my liver. Liver, kidneys, whatever the fuck it is that just goes straight to the dome and shit. Yo, speaking of Henny and Coke, I went out. So last week my cousin came on the show on a Thursday, I believe. Thursday or Wednesday, I don't even know, but she came through and we were talking about like, oh, what are you gonna do this weekend? What are we gonna do this weekend? And we ended up, going to the club and shit again. Oh man. Last time me and her went to the club, that shit was actually like fun and shit. Let me scoot the mic up real quick. That shit was actually fun last week. But this time when we went, it was just like weird-ish kind of, cause like as soon as you walk in the club, sometimes you see people dancing and shit, and that's what mostly people do over there and shit, just drink and dance and fuck with their girlfriends or whatever and shit. But this time it was just weird. It was just I feel like I shouldn't have went. That day, but still I had to go to support my cousin and shit. Show some love real quick. Look out for her too, cause she wanted to get turned and shit. So I was like, all right, well, I'll get turned too, but I won't get too drunk. I won't overdo it, cause I had to like kind of like babysit her or whatever, some shit when she got to the crib. Yeah, I had to babysit her a little bit when she got to the crib. We got to the crib and then she was like, "Oh, you have Maru-chan? I was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, let's go." And I was just like, "All right, well, what the fuck?" Yeah, she was just buzzing the whole night. And it was pretty dope. It was a dope weekend. I went to sleep like at fucking 4 a.m. on Sunday. From that Saturday night, we left here around like 11ish, and then we got to the club. Whatever, we stayed like a couple hours and shit. But still, man, I was just like, man, I shouldn't have went. It was just like a weird vibe for me, cause everybody's usually dancing or whatever, and then all you just see is dudes like fucking, looking over their shoulder and shit, just like keeping an eye out, like, oh, in case something pops off, like, get the fuck out of here. You ain't gonna do nothing if something pop off. And then like some dude was like walking through the crowd with his girl or some shit, and then he like nudged me, and then I just like threw my balance off, and I like stepped forward a little bit, just like one step, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I turned back, and he knows what he did. He knows he pushed me on purpose, and then he just like looked back at me like. But I just looked at him and I was like, I just laughed at him. I was like, bro, you don't want to start shit right here. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, bro, you don't want to start shit right here. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah, that was pretty much like the highlight of the weekend. I didn't really do much this weekend. Damn, I don't do shit on the weekends, man, but I was I was reminiscing the other day and I was just thinking about, you know, just old times, man, just fucking old times. And like the what is it? Like how do you say like when MTV shows was fucking popping? When MTV shows was fucking popping, I'm talking about like Celebrity Deathmatch, Viva La Bam. I talk about Viva La Bam on the show. Um, Jackass, yo, Jackass was fucking. I'll watch that shit. So I will watch that shit religiously. Like I know all the fucking little, bits they do and shit or little stunts and shit. That shit was hilarious. That and like True Life, Next, Parental Control. Oh my gosh, yo, just imagine your parents. Just imagine your parents fucking finding a man for you, and they think, oh, this guy's a nice guy. You know, he golfs. Just like your dad. He's a nice guy. And then like they go on a date, and then she's just like, oh, like I don't know, I like him, but when he mentioned this, it kind of threw me off, and blah blah blah. Like they started doing the little fucking like post interviews and shit, and then she was like, the person I'll be dating is, and then it's just two dudes right there, and they're just like anticipating the fucking answer and shit. Yo, I remember True Life. Like True Life there was an episode. It was like anger management. Oh my gosh, me and my sister, we quote this shit all the fucking time. I wish she was on this episode right now. We used to quote, or we still quote it, because there was a you know how they're like, oh, this person over here in Alabama, oh, and then there's another person over here in New York, and then Cali and all this shit, and then they just go all over. They have like, they find, a certain person in a different, state and shit. So they found an anger management girl, like a girl with anger issues and shit. And then I guess like she was walking down the street with her mans and shit. And then I guess some girl walking towards them was like staring at her mans or some shit. And then she was like, oh, something something. Yeah, I'm right here, bitch. Your man ain't enough for you, bitch. And then like the boyfriend was like, all right, chill out. All right, chill out. Yo, I miss those fucking shows, man. I miss Next. Yo, the fucking shit used to be hilarious. Yo, it'll be like a whole fucking like 10 dudes in there. And I remember one episode, some girl, she fucking yo, how was that show even, how did that show even go about? Like, oh, we go on a date, and if you last like an hour on the date, you get like a certain amount of money or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck. And then some girl, like, she told them, she was like, oh, so we passed our limit or whatever, our date. We passed our hour, so you can either take the 100 and yeah, like they'll say some shit like that. You can either take the 100 and go back on the bus, or don't take the 100 and go on a second date with me. And then they talk like that, and then they're like, oh, go on a second date with me. And then the dude will be like, you know what? Money can't buy the happiness you give me and all this shit. And then they say some corny ass shit, yo. Like, get the fuck out of here and shit. And then there'll be the dudes where it'll be like, yeah, you seem like a real nice girl, but I'm gonna have to take the 100. And then they get back in the bus, and then they're like, oh, dude, what happened? Oh, she next you? She next you, bro? And then he's gonna be like, and then the dude be like, oh, nah, we went on the whole, hour long date. And then they're like, oh, okay, so what's gonna happen? You gonna go on the second date or what? And then he's like, nah, I took the 100. And then the boys in there like, yeah. That show used to be so lit. They need to bring that shit back too, for real. And then I seen on TikTok, speaking of the MTV shows, and Yeah, speaking of them TV shows, they need to bring Celebrity Deathmatch back. They need to bring that shit back. I want to see fucking Clay, animated Clay version of Kanye versus fucking Pete Davidson and shit. That's what we need. And like Joe Biden and Donald Trump and shit like that. You know what I mean? We need shit like this for the culture, bruh. Shit. Oh no, I'm over here fucking with the pencil. Fucking with the pencil stencil. Suspenseful with a pencil ever since Prince turned himself into a symbol. Bars. Eminem. What was the, like, Robin Big? Robin Big? I seen like a clip on my TikTok the other day today earlier of Robin Big. I was like, damn. I miss that show, man, for real. R.I.P. Big Black. R.I.P. Big Black. Now you got fucking Rob taking over the whole fucking. He's taking over the whole fucking MTV fucking studios or whatever. Real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, whatever, you know. If y'all in the IE area and y'all looking for a gym, y'all looking for a trainer, you know, IE area, something local, hit up my boy New Breed Fitness. Y'all might know him as New Breed Fitness. I know him as Luis. So shout outs to the homie Luis getting me right. He had me in the other day last week, just going over some stretches and stability, balance type stretches, or I don't know what you call it, because I was doing like reps, you know what I mean, like stretching, but it was like reps, you know what I mean. But yeah, he showed me a whole different type of workout that I never even thought of, especially the stuff he was like showing me. It really helped on certain areas of my body, and the next morning, the following days after that, I started feeling not tight, but just certain areas when you like unlock a new muscle. That's pretty much how he's going to have you feeling, you know what I mean? He's going to have you unlocking all the new muscles that you ain't even know was there, for real. And on top of that, he's going to get you right. It's in the name. You're going to feel brand new. You're going to be a new breed. Hence the New Breed Fitness. You know what I mean? So shout out to my homie Luis. Good looking out. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all in the area, IE area, hit up Luis, New Breed Fitness. I'm gonna put his Instagram right here on the screen right here, just so y'all don't forget. You know what I mean? But in other news, my cousin, she was like, oh, when are we gonna do another episode? I told her, oh, I'm gonna record one right now, so before I go get a haircut and shit. Damn, it's like less than an hour away right now. I need to fucking hurry up and do this shit. I told her to ask me some questions. I told her, I was like, give me like three questions. You know what I mean? So she said, what motivates and gets you going every day? What motivates me and gets me going every day is just, I don't want to sound like a fucking, like a, what is it, narcissist or some shit? But pretty much myself, like, especially now that I'm like, in a new chapter in my life and shit, just, it's just like, all I'm going to say is that right now I'm like real, like way different than I was like around this time last year. Even in the beginning of the year, this year, I'm like a way different, like mentally, fucking physically, I'm way fucking different. So pretty much like what motivates me and gets me going is just me, and not only me right now, but when I think of the old me, like, oh man, look how down bad I was back then, and look at how fucking forward I'm moving now. You know what I mean? You just gotta reflect on yourself. You can't get too caught up in social media, seeing all these people, have nice bodies, have nice cars, nice things, all the shit you want, and get discouraged. You can't be dwelling on shit like that. You gotta fucking think to yourself about yourself, because who's gonna put in the work for yourself but yourself? You know what I mean? That's why I say all the time after every episode, love yourself before you love anyone else, because once you love yourself, then you realize, damn, like then you start realizing, like, damn, I love myself. Fuck is they talking about? Fuck if they think I'm weird. Fuck if they think I'm a fuck boy and shit. I know what I am. I know what I'm not. Shit, straight up. Because a lot of people, like, that shit, that's the main thing that like motivates me, is like when people think I'm a fuck boy. Like, yo, I don't even fucking watch porn like that even anymore. Like, and bitches over here thinking that I'm like trying to fucking shit just because I slide you a compliment every now and then. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't that popping. You ain't that popping. I just give you a compliment just to brighten up your day, at least, you know, just to give you a little something to smile about. Shit, it ain't serious. Nah, bro, but fucking that shit just gets me going, yo. Like, just like thinking of the old version of me, and I'm just like, yo, I don't want to go back to that shit. That's a waste of a life right there. That's a waste of, you know, of pretty much. When I started thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, why did I do this at this time? Why did I do this time? What the fuck am I doing now? You know what I mean? And then I just start, you know, asking myself some questions, and then, you know, start reflecting on myself. Reflect on yourself. Don't neglect yourself. Bars. But yeah, that's what gets me going and motivated. Is just, you know, the motivation comes from the mama mentality that I talk about. And, you know, all these, you know, Kobe clips that I see on my timeline and everything, all that shit is just motivation. All that shit is motivation. But what gets me going is myself. Like, do you go to people and ask them, like, oh, like, I can't, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, but I kind of don't want to. Oh, motivate me. Give me some motivation. Like, how do you try to motivate someone? Like, if you were to ask me for motivation, I'll just give you a whole like a Kobe clip, honestly. Because that's where I get most of my motivation from, is just him. Especially one of his quotes, he says, the biggest battle you have is with yourself. Your biggest opponent is yourself. You know what I mean? Your biggest hater is yourself. Because then you start, you know, downplaying yourself. Like, man, oh, man, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. My bad. I'm just like going off, like thinking like in my head, like detouring like so fast and shit. That's what gets me going, man. Just be self motivated. People need to learn self motivation, honestly. Like, oh, I want to get rid of this gut. Oh, I want to get bigger thighs. Oh, I want to get you know, I want to change my life. Well, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, and once you start, you got to put one foot in front of the other, and then just, you know, just keep going. Me, like, my like, what, motto or whatever slogan, if you want to say, is just put your head down and work. Put your head down and work. Like, yeah, it's just in the saying right there. Put your head down and work. You know, just fuck everybody. Just, you know, just grind yourself. You know. But yeah, that's what gets me going, and that's my motivation. Gets me going, myself, motivation, get it from Kobe. R.I.P. She said this other thing. What's one thing you wish you can tell your younger self? It's one thing you wish you can tell your younger self. Damn, just play basketball. Just stick to playing basketball. Just stick to playing basketball, bro. Straight up, just stick to playing basketball. Because nowadays, when I work out, I start off with cardio. People say basketball isn't cardio, but it's cardio. You're running, you're jumping, you're sweating. Come on now. But once, like, when I work out, first I start off with cardio. So I start off with basketball, you know, a little jump rope and stuff. I start off with the basketball part, and then And when I shoot around, I'm just like, damn, like, oh, okay. And then I started learning new moves. I started learning, not learning, but just like, oh, okay, I can add this to my bag. I can add this, like, oh, a little behind the bag between. And then like, oh, fucking, quick first step type shit. Or just, oh, like, catch the ball. Oh, okay, one dribble, boom, and then explode. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. I just love doing that shit, man. I just love, teaching myself new shit, working on game and shit. It's just a real like therapeutic feeling. That's why hoopers, whenever like we whenever like hoopers and stuff, whenever like we stressed or had a bad day or just feeling down, once we shoot around, like all that shit is just cleared. All that shit is just gone, literally. Because once you see that first shot go in, it's just like, like, all right, let's get another one. And then you get another one, and then it's like, oh, that I swished that bitch. Oh, let me swish it again. Boom. And then like that shit just like doesn't even move the rim. It just hits the back rim, and then it just goes through like boom, and the rim doesn't even move. It's just like, oh, I love those shots, man. I love fucking, man, I just love ball, man. I just love basketball. So one thing you would tell your younger self, just stick to basketball. Stick to basketball. And then her third question right here, what helps you through a breakup? What helps you through a breakup? Honestly, reflecting helps. Reflecting helps. Like, say, you on your shit. Say you're on your shit. Whatever you doing, man. Whatever you doing. You say you making music. Say you writing, making beats. Just grinding like basketball and shit. And then you get a girlfriend and stuff, and whatever, y'all last for a year or so, and then y'all break up, and then it's just like, damn, like you're trying to pick up where you left off. And you're trying to pick up where you left off before you met her, and it's just like, damn, how do I get back in that mode? And then you start reflecting. Oh, okay, what did I do before her? Damn, I did this. Oh, do I want to go back to that? Nah, not really. Oh, what else did I do? Oh, I did this. Oh, do I want to go back to that? Yeah, I want to go back to that. You know what I mean? Like bad habits, like, before I met her, I was like, like fucking like bullshitting, like fucking like watching porn and shit, as an example. And then, do I want to go back to that? No. Oh, back then before I met her, I was just trying to get big. Do I want to go back to that? Yeah. And then that's what motivates me more. That's what drives me more to fucking like lift and shit. What the fuck was the question? Yeah, just any small distraction, any hobbies will get you through a breakup. So say writing music, say you want to write music about her breaking your heart, or supposedly you did her dirty and all this shit or whatever, but just find a hobby, and then just roll with it. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, before this podcast shit, I was going through a breakup. So once after that breakup, I was just like, yo, like fuck it, let me just start this podcast shit, because I got a lot of shit to talk about, especially like basketball shit. That's what I mainly made this podcast for. But as you know, I believe when I started, it was like after All-Star break, and the Lakers were just we was done, man. We even lost our preseason game. I'm already detouring and other shit, man. Goddamn, excuse me there, brother. Some good shit right there. What gets you through a breakup, man? Let me know what gets y'all through a breakup, man. Listening to music gets me through a breakup. Playing basketball gets me through a breakup, just because I'm not the one that gets heartbroken. Like, the last time I got heartbroken, like for real, was like high school shit. And this shit hit me even hard, because like she met my mom's, and at the time, like when you're in high school and like your boo meets your mom's, you're just like, damn, like, yeah, this is the one or some shit like that. It's just like, you know, like her mom met my mom type shit, and it was just like, damn, like, oh, okay, that's like next level type shit. We serious now. But damn, man, memories, dude, memories. I'm not worried, I'm a heartbreaker. What does Lil Uzi say? I'm not worried, I'm a heartbreaker. Oh man, what else was I gonna fucking talk about? Well, let me go through my notes. Yeah, like Celebrity Deathmatch and shit. Oh man, I hate when people think. I hate when people think that they know me and shit. Like, oh, he's a fuck boy. He's a fuck boy. He's in every girl's DMs. Like, he's in every girl's DMs. Like, oh, okay, like, if you're not trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even gonna get into that because then everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, he a fuck boy for sure. He already getting into, you know, certain topics and shit or whatever. Moving on. Moving on with the basketball segment of the show. Y'all know what the fuck it is, man. Y'all know what the fuck it is. Where do we leave off? So Lakers had their preseason game already. It was on Monday. I believe Monday against the Kings. What the fuck is that? Recap of the weekend. Oh man. I just peeped some shit that I wrote in my notes that I forgot I wrote, and I was like, all right, hold on. All right, yo, so where we left off last time at game 60, we took the loss to Golden State. Game 60, our record is 39-21. So oh yeah, the preseason one. The preseason, I mean, Kendrick Nunn, he looked sharp. He looked good. He looked like he's been in the lab for real. Westbrook, you know, doing the little I rock the baby type shit. He's getting hype. Nah, but fucking, I really want to see this. I really have a good feeling. Playoff wise about this team. I have a good feeling playoff wise about this team. You know what I mean? Cause a lot of people, they see Westbrook miss one shot and they already bagging on him. They see Westbrook, oh, like he was late on a rotation, they already bagging on him. Come on, man. Like, I hate that shit. All the Westbrook slander gotta stop, yo. All the Westbrook slander gotta stop, for real. I hate that shit. This episode's kind of like, what do y'all think of this episode, man? I feel like this episode's kind of mid. It's not uplifting, you know what I mean? It's not like too, I don't know. I might be overthinking this episode, but whatever. Moving on to the end. Moving on to the basketball segment of the show. So we play at Dallas. Game 61. I got us losing that one. I feel like we're going to take the L because that's at Dallas in their home court. Game 62 at Memphis. I feel like we're going to take the L. In Memphis. Ugh. My bad, y'all. Excuse me. Game 63 at OKC. I got us winning that one because Chet Holmgren, he's done for the season already, and he didn't even complete the whole summer without getting injured. He got injured like halfway through the summer. Come on now. And it was on a LeBron. I mean, LeBron's a big man, but at the same time, like, when you look back on it, it was like how did he like hurt his leg? That's what I want to know. I want to know how the fuck he did that shit. Yeah, but I got us winning against OKC. Game 64 against Minnesota at home. I got us losing that one. I feel like Anthony Edwards and Gobert and D'Angelo, they finna, and Cat too. I feel like they gon', you know, go crazy that night. Game 64. Around this time is like, what is it? Like after All-Star break, I believe. So this is like the second half of the games and shit. So I got OKC with the dub, us losing against Minnesota, and then at home again, Golden State. I got us losing that one. We on a 5-game homestand. Yeah, we on a 5-game homestand. So Minnesota, I got us losing that one. Golden State, I got us losing that one. Memphis, I got us winning. Toronto, I got us winning. And Knicks, I got us winning on that one. And game 69 at New Orleans. At New Orleans, I think we're going to lose that one. Yo, Zion looking fucking healthy. Zion looking healthy during the fucking that game against Chicago. That game against Chicago, he looked real healthy. I was like, damn. Where's this food? I was like, where'd this food come from? He was putting in work. He was like, with the quick first step on the baseline and shit. I seen that. And game 70 at Houston. At Houston, I got us winning that one with the dub. Easy dub. Come on now. Easy dub. You 38 and you still rapping. I'm 26, nigga. So is the dubs. On the '07 Hummer, hop out, nobody. What? What does this say? Oh, hell no. Yo, what is this, yo? The fuck is going on here? Damn. My bad. I'm going through my phone, yo. I'm staying quiet. I feel like going on Instagram Live right now just to see like who finna pop up and like, you know, say something real quick for the gram, you know. Dwight Howard said on his 2021-22 season with the Lakers, Kurt Rambis said to me, "You're not Dwight Howard anymore." It really hit me like, damn. I just got to shut my mouth and do what I'm supposed to do. That was real hard. Hey, fucking, it happens, Dwight. It happens to the best of us. Put a title on this shit. Podcasting. Yo, how this girl? Cause I post like on my Instagram story. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, on my Instagram story, I'll be posting like workout videos and shit every now and then. But some girl, she told me, she was like, "Oh, teach me, send me videos and blah 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 and all this shit." And I'm like, do you even? I'm not even gonna get into that. That's fucked up. And Lord forgive me. Yo, someone hop on this bitch. Someone hop in it, B. It's like, hang on. We're telling your followers. Yo, I'm trying to go to the Lakers season opener against the Clippers. I went for the 2019 season. 2019 season when we got AD. When we first got AD and they got Kawhi. Yo, Clippers fans are so fucking stupid, yo. Yo, how the fuck they gonna talk shit the whole night and then like, oh, they all saying, "Oh, all you guys got is those banners." Oh, what do you guys got? And then the motherfuckers like, oh, you just mad because we're winning. Yeah, you're winning right now, but we won all these decades and shit. That's why Clipper fans are so fucking stupid, man. Yo, I got into it one time with a Clipper fan, and I told him, I was like, name one player that got their jersey retired from the Clippers. Name one player that got their jersey retired from the Clippers. And then you look up and there's no fucking jerseys. There's no fucking jerseys up there. All there is just cobwebs. Clipper cobwebs in the building. Clipper cobwebs in the building. Fuck Judge. Fuck bitch. Yo, I'm about to bring this instrumental back because I was thinking about this shit today earlier, low key. Not even gonna lie. God damn. Fucking love that beat. Yo, the game, Body Bags. That's the song. Look into it. hardest diss track, one of the hardest diss tracks you'll ever hear. I feel like we could wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. This is the No Signal Podcast with your boy Mando, man, son. With your boy Mando, man, because you know it's Mando, man. Come on now. Like I said, man, thanks for watching. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, No Signal Mando, TikTok, Uncle Mondo 7. Uncle Mondo 7. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit, man. Thanks for watching No Signal Podcast, episode 43. And we out, man. Peace. One love. Love yourself before you love anyone else. Straight up.